Hello everybody, Liz here and welcome to my channel. So today I want to talk to you guys about a book that I recently read that I had a lot of fun reading, that was just all fun and I could not put it down. So before I continue with this review, this is going to be a spoiler-free review and it is going to be me basically recommending this novel. So if you know me in real life or on any social media, you know that I love romance, I love sexy time books, I love all that stuff. And this book definitely delivered on that part. So yes, this is going to be spoiler free. It's just so you guys can go and check it out and then we can come back and talk about it because I had a lot of fun reading this book. I mean, obviously you want to know the name of the book, right? So the book is called Scoring Wilder by author R.S. Gray. I will leave their Twitter link down below and I will leave, if I can, a link to the book down below. It is an e-reader / Kindle. I don't know if they have an actual like physical copy. I just bought it on Amazon. It was super cheap. It was like $4 or $5 and the book is quite lengthy. It's about 400 pages. It is about a young soccer player. So it has everything I love: romance, sexy time, soccer, and quirky characters. So it follows the character of Kingsley Bryant. She is a very young, 19 years old I believe is what she is at the beginning of the story. 19-year-old soccer player who is moving on to college and she's trying to, like, she's joining this team and it's like the team building kind of thing, and she's trying to try out for eventually the Olympics. So the plot twist in this book is that she's going to ULA, so it's a school in Los Angeles, and she joins the school because the coach was a previous trainer for the Olympics, so smart girl here. Plot twist that happens this season for them is that a very famous male soccer player is actually going to be coaching them, and this guy is basically like the hottest hottie in like American soccer. And I say American because I know that there's quite a few other attractive men in the soccer world in Europe and in other countries. So they find this guy, like the bad boy Liam Wilder, and it kind of goes on their adventure of slightly forbidden love. The synopsis, I didn't really read the synopsis. I kind of just downloaded the sampler and I decided I was going to read it then. So the book is a little bit long. And what I really enjoyed about it is that, like, it really explored Kingsley as a character and her friendships with the other rookie players. And we didn't have any like this, well, the high stakes romance, like some of the stuff is like over the top ridiculous, but hers was a little more subtle and it kind of, I don't know, it was just a lot of fun to read. Kingsley as a female character, as a character in general, is very quirky, very self-aware. She's young obviously, so she does some dumb things, but who doesn't at the age of 19? She's extremely quirky. I definitely enjoyed all of the pop culture references that I found in the book. There's some Harry Potter references, some Game of Thrones references, which is a lot of fun to read. I loved exploring the relationships between her and the other rookie players, particularly Becca, who ends up becoming her best friend, and kind of the dynamic between the both of them. They have a really good dynamic, they fit really well together, and it made a lot of sense that their friendship was such a part, like a huge part of the storyline. Then we have her like sexy time scenes, her romance with Liam. I had a lot of fun exploring it because it does start off as a forbidden romance and I am such trash for those. The sexy time scenes are very well done, very well executed, where like she sprinkles just enough throughout the books and it makes you interested in their romance and the kind of people they are. There is an age gap. So Kingsley is 19 and I think Wilder is 25, so there is a bit of an age gap. So if you're not into that, I would not pick this book up. For me, it didn't really affect my reading experience, but I know that 6 years, I believe that's an age difference between them, is quite a bit for some people. And she's still technically a teenager. He is like an established soccer player. He is a professional soccer player and she's just starting. But I do appreciate how supportive he is throughout the entire book. You never get the instance that like he's trying to make her choose between soccer and him, which I very much appreciated. I also enjoyed the soccer part. Like, I used to play soccer when I was younger and it was such a fun kind of way to bring my love back into soccer because I can't physically play anymore. But it is also good if you're not a soccer player. It doesn't go into too much technicalities where it would lose somebody that's never heard of the game or never liked the game or none of that stuff. So there's just enough to give you kind of an idea that she is a soccer player, but there's not too much where it literally just makes you want to throw yourself off a cliff, because soccer has been described as boring. super crazy obviously, but it has been described as boring. We do kind of have like, there's some instances where like for a second they're kind of unbelievable just because like some of the stuff goes on with like social media and stuff. But then again, I remember, yes, this was a few years ago, but soccer literally consumes your existence. So that was very much realistic, where it's like they were constantly, you know, playing, and soccer is such a huge part and is during the summer for them, so it is a lot of conditioning, so that also made sense. I enjoyed it. I love to hate the antagonist of the story. There are a few, they do play kind of with the way the media kind of distorts someone's perspectives of other people. It was a lot of fun. For a second, I thought it was too long just because there was what felt like we were coming to the end of the story, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be so easy. There is a very realistic plot twist, an emotional plot twist that Kingsley has, realization, where she kind of is like takes a step back and realizes her priorities, and then the story continues. It ends on a really cute note. I enjoyed it. I want to see more of this particular author. I want to know about the subplot romance that's going on with her best friend. I don't know, I just had a lot of fun reading it. I couldn't put it down. Like, Kindle suggested that it should take me like 8 hours to finish it, and it is, let me check, 404 pages. I probably could have read it in less, but I had to go to work and I had to do adult stuff, so it took me about a 24-hour period to finish it all. I ended up finishing it at like 4 in the morning. I absolutely loved it. It was quirky, it was fun. Like, Kingsley is a very like extroverted, fun kind of protagonist to follow. She is a lot of fun. Like, I keep saying she's a lot of fun. Like, she's really quirky. I laughed out loud. I giggled. I like thoroughly enjoyed Kingsley as a main character in a romance novel. She's young, so if that turns you away, this might not be the book for you. Again, there is an age gap. It is kind of the forbidden romance, and it's sports. It has really good friendships. Friendships are a huge part of this story, which I really enjoyed. And again, like, pop culture references, and it felt very down to earth, and I just really enjoyed it. I highly recommend it if you like romance and if you're looking for something new to pick up. Again, I will try to link the author and the story on Amazon down below, and let me know if you guys have read it. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts about it. I might do a spoilery one later on, but as of now, this is all I want to talk to you guys about. Let me know if you guys have any recommendations for sporty adult romances like this, or particularly soccer. A+ if you get me soccer, or what other book do you think I should pick up by this particular author, or just any recommendations on contemporary romances. I'm definitely now intrigued, and I kind of think I'm gonna fall into this particular genre. So yes, guys, that is all for me. I hope you guys had a good morning, afternoon, night, whenever you happen to be watching this, and if you like this video, feel free to hit the thumbs up, and if you want to see more of my face and more videos like this, feel free to hit that subscribe button. I would appreciate it. So yeah, guys, I will see you guys next time. Happy readings. Adios!